KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, serving Guam for 80 years. Matson and the Adahi Tano program. Cars Plus. Visit us today during Ram Truck Month. IP&E Fueling Excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm Loving It, and King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dedido. Always open, always local.
Ahead on Primetime, former Chief of Staff for former Congresswoman Madeline Berdalio tells Chris Barnett what really caused the delay in payments of war claims. Plus, it's nothing to fret over. Congressman Mike Sinicola's comments on KUAM's story about his campaign Facebook page, and the home of the Tritons bid adios to a beloved eulogy professor. Hafide and good evening. Guahu Sinek Delgado. A former Congresswoman Madeline Berdalio bearing the brunt of the blame for another delay in payments of war claims, but she defers to her former Chief of Staff for questions about what really went down. We first brought you the story. Here's Chris Barnett with more.
Former Congresswoman Madeline Berdalio asking war claims applicants who've already been waiting decades for a little more time.
Please be patient. I want to point out, too, that anybody who dies after they got their, request in is still eligible.
When pressed for answers about the 2018 timeline and when her office knew war claims had hit another roadblock, Berdalio referred us to her former Chief of Staff, Adam Carbolito.
But Adam would give you more of the information about, because he was totally in charge of moving that war claims, and he was my Chief of Staff at the time.
So we got a hold of Carbolito and asked him when Berdalio's office knew the war claims process was going to reach a standstill.
That was July of last year. That's when Treasury flagged for us that there was additional legislation that was needed.
The war claims law crafted under the Obama administration, and Carbolito said the law's language, which uses the permanent appropriation of Section 30 funds, was fine under Obama, but the Trump administration pulled a 180, requiring an accompanying appropriations measure for the war claims law.
Treasury's very narrow interpretation of the law is that because that clause is in there, it required the additional appropriation. And so we got technical assistance from Treasury. They actually provided us with the legislative language that was necessary. And we tried to provide a legislative fix through the appropriations process towards the end of the fiscal year.
Carbolito said the fix was in August, the thick of campaign season for Berdalio, as she squared off against current Congressman Michael Sinicolas in the Democratic primary. A lot of issues came up during that campaign, but nothing about the problems Berdalio was having with war claims. We asked Carbolito why.
I was very focused on having my discussions with Treasury and with the Committee of Jurisdiction to try to find that legislative fix.
What about after Berdalio lost the primary and a legislative fix was dead in the water?
I met with Congressman Sinicolas and some of the staff members. We went through some of the priorities that he had and he wanted us to lay out. I honestly can't speak to any malicious or any intent that.
Outside looking in, this is the biggest congressional issue, and you would think that when you've sat with the incoming congressman that it would be like, hey, by the way, war claims, got some problems here.
Yeah, I think, looking back, that is something that I would have done.
Looking forward now, John Witt, a former staffer for both Berdalio and former Congressman Robert Underwood, said this issue could be as simple as the Trump administration disagreeing with what the Obama administration said, making an administrative fix difficult.
They're going to dig in their heels, and they're going to just stand their ground.
That being said, Witt urges Sinicolas to open a dialogue with Treasury, something the congressman has reportedly already done. Witt adds the conditions are favorable for another crack at a legislative fix, and Sinicolas may have an easier time than Berdalio and Carbolito did.
That would be Congressman Sinicolas' first big win.
That remains to be seen, but what is true right now, World War II survivors have taken yet another loss in the battle for war reparations. For Guam's News Network, Chris Barnett reports.
KUAM reached out to other Berdalio office staffers about why the problems with war claims were not made public. We spoke with John Calvo, who is now the Deputy Chief of Staff for the Leon Guerrero Tenorio administration, He referred us back to Berdalio. KUAM also reached out to former staffer Amanda Shelton, who is now senator in the 35th Guam legislature. In a statement to KUAM, she said that while employed at the district office, her efforts were to assist survivors in the war claims application process. She was not directly involved in discussions regarding the legislation or policy that may have occurred. She added that she is committed to working with the administration and Congressman San Nicolas to resolve the issue. Her statement was not clear as to whether she knew about the problem prior to last year's primary election. Meanwhile, the Leon Guerrero Tenorio administration also working on a way to make the war claims payouts. The governor says her office has already begun reaching out to the feds.
Whether it's Congress or the White House, administrative-wise, we will be talking to people where maybe we can just resolve it administratively. So that would be the easiest route to do it, and if I can do it, I will certainly do that.
The governor leaves for Washington later this month. Well, Congressman Mike San Nicolas is set to take to social media tomorrow morning to discuss the war claims issue. Guam's delegate relaunching a new official page on Facebook this week to get that done. But his method of reaching constituents isn't sitting well for some.
Like we've been saying all along, House rules prevent Congressman Mike San Nicolas from conducting official congressional business on a campaign Facebook page like his Responsible Guam account. But that hasn't stopped San Nicolas from using that FB account as his official means of communication. San Nicolas sharing our story on his Facebook and saying, quote, nothing to fret over, adding the House Ethics Committee advised him to set up an official Facebook page. San Nicolas says an internal decision was made to follow the Ethics Committee's advice, as if he had a choice.
I'm glad that he's going to follow the ethics. Okay, I mean, you should.
The real issue here, San Nicolas has not set up a temporary phone line or opened a district office for Guam constituents to reach him or his staff. San Nicolas has already hired staff, but they're missing in action on Guam. So that leaves his constituents out in the cold and the congressman in the hot seat. Frank Blas Jr., also the head of the Guam War Survivors Foundation, and he's been taking calls because San Nicolas can't, or worse, doesn't want to.
I'm getting phone calls on a daily basis asking what the status is. And say this, but that is the responsibility of the congressional office.
San Nicolas planning his Facebook Live press conference for tomorrow Guam time, and with absolutely zero Guam presence for the congressional office, war claims applicants like Nati Calvo have no clue what is going on with war claims, and they're not about to sign up for Facebook to find out.
But off Facebook. Come back to Guam and tell the people, face the people, have that, whatever, on the community, the whole island of Guam, people to come out, especially the survivors.
San Nicolas maintaining his office may be open by March, with his recent Facebook post saying, I haven't even been in office for 30 days, and I've only been in office for 23 working days. Blas says, that's not a good excuse at all.
So for you to say, okay, give me 30 days, give me 90 days, give me 6 months to be able to get my feet wet and get back on track, that's not what you were voted for, okay? That's not the confidence that people expected, okay? I'd like for anybody to say, vote for me and in 6 months, I'll be able to do the job. No, they want you to do the job right now.
Disabled Coast Guard veteran Tom Farron has been blocked by San Nicolas on Facebook, and he isn't buying the reasons for a district office not opening either.
So we had November when he won, all the way up until not now to open, set up something temporary if he didn't want to use Madeline's office.
San Nicolas, not known for having the best Facebook etiquette, KUAM News has learned of several people who have either had their comments deleted by San Nicolas or been blocked by our congressman. So if Facebook is the only way San Nicolas wants to be contacted, how do veterans like Fajarin reach their lone federal representative?
He was going to have a live press conference, and if he was going to do that on his page, I can't say anything about it.
I hope that this press conference on Facebook allows individuals to ask the questions that are needed to be asked.
KUAM News has questions too. We've emailed several questions to San Nicolas' legal counsel, Sahara Defensor, and San Nicolas on the official House email, but no response. In fact, KUAM News isn't even on the congressman's media list, even though we've already asked twice. For Guam's News Network, Chris Barnett reports.
Again, San Nicolas will be on his Facebook account with that press conference live at 7:30 a.m. tomorrow. He says it's unconstitutional to deny a U.S. citizen the right to supplemental security income or SSI disability benefits just because they live in Puerto Rico. That's the opinion coming from Puerto Rico's U.S. government judge. Though thousands of miles away, his ruling sets precedents here on Guam, where many U.S. citizens are also excluded from SSI. Carmen Terlahi reports.
If you're a United States citizen living in the 50 states, D.C., or the CNMI, you're entitled to Supplemental Security Income, or SSI, disability benefits. However, the same law does not apply if you move to the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, or Guam. A recent ruling from the U.S. District Court of Puerto Rico says the law violates the Fifth Amendment in the U.S. Constitution. The case involves José Luis Vallejo Madero, who lived in New York from 1985 until 2013 when he moved to Puerto Rico. He continued to receive SSI payments until 2016. A year later, a civil action case was filed by Social Security asking him to pay back the $28,000 in SSI benefits. Judge Gustavo Gelpi, who made a visit to Guam last year, writes that the territorial clause that allows the feds to enact rules and regulations in the territories is, quote, not a blank check for the feds to, quote, dictate when and where the Constitution applies to its citizens. Though Guam and Puerto Rico lie in separate jurisdictions, Attorney Jacob says the ruling can help his client, Katrina Schaller, here on Guam.
The United States and the Social Security Administration are imposing incredibly harsh and discriminatory rules on my clients, Katrina and her sister. There's no reason why they should be denied these important benefits, period. And the Puerto Rico federal court decision today really supports that. So it is very helpful to the people of Guam.
Katrina is a Guam resident who suffers from myotonic dystrophy. As reported, she's filed a suit against the U.S. Social Security, who denies her the same SSI benefits as her twin, Leslie. Though the fight is far from over, Jacob is confident that the case in Puerto Rico sets an example.
For Katrina and Leslie, it's very good news in that there is a United States judge, albeit in Puerto Rico, that believes in what they're doing.
Meantime, Guam Congressman Michael Nicholas is pushing forward with a bill to get U.S. citizens living in the territory equal access to the Supplemental Security Program. Reporting for Guam News Network, I'm Carmen Victoria Terlahi.
Well, an indictment is handed down against a 39-year-old man accused of killing his co-worker in Jigo last month. Brandy Nirobai Stephanus is indicted on charges of murder and aggravated assault as a second and third degree felony, each with a special allegation of possession or use of a deadly weapon in the commission of a felony. Now, Stephanus told responding officers he stabbed his co-worker, Randy Tomei, at their worker barracks along Route 15. The two had apparently been drinking that morning before getting into an argument. Tomei died after being stabbed in the chest. Stephanus is scheduled to answer the charges in court tomorrow afternoon. One of the men accused in the attack of a robbery at a Jigo store in 2017 pleaded guilty in Superior Court today. Jaxtino Cosi is charged with robbery and aggravated assault as a third-degree felony. He, along with three others, were arrested for their alleged part in the armed robbery at the Hills Market at Jigo in November 2017. They're accused of hitting the store owner with a tire iron, restraining him on the floor, and taking the cash from the register. Investigators spent about a month working to track down the suspects before executing multiple search warrants where they found several of those stolen items. Cosi is scheduled to return to court for sentencing on April 22nd. A man caught in an apparent stolen car is busted with drugs. Kevin John Crisostomo is charged with possession of a Schedule II controlled substance with intent to deliver, burglary to a motor vehicle, theft by receiving a motor vehicle, and possession of drugs. Court documents state police responded to a report of a stolen car in Dededo. Officers tracked it down and searched the driver. Documents state authorities found a metal mint container with 6 straws containing the drug ice. They also found a butterfly knife and scissors. The suspect told officers that he would take the fall for the stolen car and that the drugs are how he was supporting his kids. A man undergoing trial for assaulting a couple outside the Ragged home last October is found guilty in local court. Jeremiah Suzaki was found guilty of assault as a misdemeanor. Court documents stated Suzaki was arguing with a woman when he called one of the victims standing nearby out to fight. The victim telling authorities that Suzaki stated, quote, "I'm going to bomb you and go ahead and call the cops. I'm a killer. I'm not scared." Isizaki was then accused of hitting the victim's car before throwing rocks at them. He faces up to 1 year in prison following today's conviction. A student is taken into custody following a threat at a local middle school this afternoon. Here's the scene with police at the campus just as students prepared to go home for the day. Students and staff at Agata Middle School were forced to evacuate around 2:30 p.m. Guam DOE officials confirmed there was a bomb scare. Police responded and the all-clear was given just before 3 p.m. The student was taken into custody, charged with terroristic conduct, and released to his parent and given a notice to appear as recommended by the AG's office. Well, stick around for more news here on Primetime. You're watching KUAM.
There are more ways to experience Guam via KUAM News, giving you what you want, when you want, and how you want it. From smart devices, Alexa, what's in the news?
Here's your flash briefing.
Over the web, on mobile, on streaming platforms, with immersive, interactive formats, and via social media where it's more than just content, it's conversation. More ways to keep you informed and entertained whenever you want it, wherever you are, on whatever device you're using.
We value relationships because when we commit,
I love you guys until you're 80, until you're 90, until you're 100, forever.
we are in it for the long run, so you can enjoy the moments that matter. Because when we commit to relationships, we never stop caring. Calvo's Select Care, health care that is always there for you.
You can make each connection count with IT&E Prepaid. Talk, text, and share with the best price daily plans and rates. Stay in touch with loved ones, whether they're in Tumon, Garapan, San Jose, or even San Paulo, on the widest network in the Marianas. And reach out to friends and followers all over the world with the fastest, most reliable 4G LTE data. IT&E, explore your world.
The Ram 1500. Unrelenting capability, groundbreaking style, uncompromising luxury. 2019 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Right now during Ram Truck Month at Cars Plus and Mighty. Save up to $10,500 on new Ram 1500 Crew Cab. Or the new 2019 Ram 1500 Regular Cab. Only $208 per paycheck. Financing as low as 1.99% is available for those who qualify. Come see for yourself. It's Ram Truck Month at Cars Plus and Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
Oh, boom! Wow. Let me ask you a question. Who's the playmaker of this new Big Mac with bacon?
It's the crispy bacon, of course. The flavor brings a whole new dimension to the game.
Bacon does not win championships. Special sauce wins championships, my friend.
You're wrong. And I'm a doctor, which means I'm always right.
I'm gonna get a second opinion from my mouth.
McDonald's Classics with Bacon, only for limited time. Is it the best thing to happen to our classics or to bacon? Try for yourself and decide.
Welcome back. Well, former National Guard Adjutant General Roderick Leon Guerrero resigned over a difference in vision with Governor Lou Leon Guerrero. That was the governor's explanation for the sudden leadership change last week when she announced Lieutenant Colonel Esther Aguigui would replace him. The governor's concerns stem from a transition report, but she declined to be specific about what ultimately prompted her decision.
But when I did read the report and talk to some of the transition members who did a field interview, had unsolicited comments, things like that, to me, I felt that because the concern was there, I needed to take immediate action. And one of the main reasons is I wanted to continue on with the very good reputation of our National Guard.
The governor dismissed speculation that the former Adjutant General refused to follow her directions as the new Commander-in-Chief.
I don't think he's insubordinate. I think the vision that I had didn't really align with what he wanted to do. And so, I wanted to just have a clean slate of everything and start off with people that are as qualified to run the National Guard. He was not removed or fired. He resigned, and he was very respectful of my decision, and we left in a very amicable relationship.
Now, the governor had issued a news release on January 3rd confirming her intent to retain Roderick Leon Guerrero as the Adjutant General, but on January 29th, Adelup announced without explanation Agigi would be the new head of the National Guard. Administration officials announced the proposed construction of a major new customs inspection facility at the port. They've identified a sprawling 4-acre lot to build on, but the rest of the details still in the works. Nessa Lecanto reports.
The big announcement came at Adelup for a new customs satellite inspection holding and secured sterile facility right on port property. Customs and Quarantine Director Ike Pareto.
Identifying the property is a prerequisite of us moving forward, and that in itself, we have already met with USDA, Mr. Joe Daigle, and he has mentioned to me that he has some type of funding that he can provide our agency in trying to meet and build this facility.
He acknowledged, though, they still have to apply, and they're not sure how much the facility will cost or where all of the money will come from. But officials, including Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio, were careful to say they will exhaust all potential grants and free money before turning to ratepayers to cover it.
You know, we're very careful about fees and the impact to the community, our partners in the airlines, for example, and our partners at the port. So I think, you know, we'll have a good transparent planning process in order for us to make the best deal that makes the best financial sense.
Officials also reassured that consolidating the inspections at a single facility in the port would not create a choke point or delays in cargo container throughput. Director Pareto also estimates he would need to hire an additional 16 personnel for the facility, even though it would be equipped with new state-of-the-art technology. Separately, officials also confirm that a mobile X-ray inspection machine, which has been down since last year, is still awaiting a part so it can be repaired. For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Thanks, Ness. While surveyors from the Center of Medicare and Medicaid Services continue to review the Guam Memorial Hospital's corrective action plan, GRMC passes with flying colors. CMS says the Guam Regional Medical City is in full compliance with the Emergency Medical Treatment and Labor Act. EMTLA is a federal law that requires emergency departments to stabilize and treat all patients, regardless of their insurance status or ability to pay for treatment. Gong Hei Fat Choi, it's Chinese New Year, and on this day of the lunar calendar, they welcome the arrival of the Year of the Pig. Guam's Chinese community will celebrate with a variety of events to include dragon dances and a big gala on February 9th at the Dusit, hosted by the Chinese Chamber and 2 local groups. Ben Ao Young and Jack Chan are the president and vice president, respectively, of the Chinese Chamber.
This year is especially going to be very special because we invited, usually we have about, maybe 450 people from our members and community, but this year we're probably going to hit up to roughly about, basically we'll fill up the ballroom at a Dusit around 800 people.
We're going to have some off-island entertainer that are coming over to Guam, and then we're going to have a special show to all our members plus the other 2 clubs that we have a tri-gala this year. So it will be a surprise, it will be something new, and will be something new for everybody. So I guess this will be a good 2019 New Year for us.
Well, the pig is the 12th in the 12-year cycle of the Chinese zodiac and are said to be blessed with good fortune in life. Happy Chinese New Year. Well, many gathered at the home of the Tritons to pay their last respects to Dr. Carrie Perez, a mother, grandmother, and beloved professor. Here's more.
The Triton community is mourning the loss of Dr. Carrie Perez, a business management professor at the University of Guam. She died suddenly at the age of 59. Her life made an impact on her students as she was the advisor for this group of aspiring entrepreneurs.
I will remember her just as being a mentor, a motherly figure, and just as well as someone, a guiding presence in our lives.
I think we'll all remember how strong she was and how passionate she was about her work and how much she cared for her students. And we're all really going to miss her.
A mother figure to many students, she was also a leader in the business community.
Despite her extremely busy schedule, she always made time to make sure we were helped.
We all know here that she's more than a professor because of the way she cares about us and how honest she is about the business. She always makes sure, she always I'd like to make sure that we have all the knowledge we need and that we're going to be okay even after we graduate.
The group that includes recent UOG grads hopes to expand and inspire new business students the way she inspired them to pursue their dreams.
Dr. Carey just went beyond her curriculum. If she felt like a student needed to know this in the real world, she would push on it for us, and she would talk to us after, like, what is your input? And she always just wanted the best for her students.
We didn't only lost a professor, we lost a advisor, a mentor, and a mother.
We're gonna miss her forever, and I'm thankful that I've actually met a professor like her.
In her loving memory, her family hopes to establish the Carey Pears Entrepreneurial Scholarship Fund. You can find out more on this story on KUAM.com. We'll be right back.
What's that? An Alpha Insurance customer needs a claim settled immediately? I'm on it.
Agent Alpha. In the event of an accident, theft, or breakdown, each of our Alpha Insure agents are trained to go above and beyond.
This is my stop. There she is. Target acquired.
Agent Alpha. Yes!
MTO, professional janitorial services with a warm hospitality touch. MTO gives that gift year-round. Pressure wash roofs, pressure wash driveways, lawn service, home cleaning, carpet restoration, office cleaning, commercial window cleaning, floor care. When cleaning is in order, MTO has you covered. Call 647-6861 to inquire on how you can receive the maintenance you deserve.
MTO, celebrating 30 years with you, Guam.
We're more than just $9.99 large two-topping pizza delivered. We're that moment you realize you're raising her right. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
What's up, Guam? Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. We get the show started tonight with some men's football from Eagles Field in Manila between the two-time defending champions, Eagles, and Outlaws. Check it out. Budweiser Guahan Varsity Football League. The Eagles came from behind to beat the Outlaws 13-12 after trailing 12-0 in the fourth quarter. Steve S.P. Phillips threw 2 touchdown passes to Reggie Baylor for the win. The two-time defending champions will now face the Raiders this Saturday at 2:30 in the afternoon at Eagles Field in Manila. In the earlier game, the Raiders defeated the Cowboys 38-12. Quarterback Danny Manabusin passed for over 200 yards and a couple of touchdowns through the air. This will be a rematch of last year's championship game between the Raiders and Eagles. The Cowboys and Outlaws hit the field first at 11 in the morning to get the day started. Make sure to show your support for the Micronesian Resource Center one-stop shop as they raise funds for the first Micronesian Youth Forum scheduled for Friday, March 29th at the UOG Calvo Fieldhouse. The Micronesian Resource Center is a division of Manelu, formerly Big Brothers Big Sisters of Guam. The organization is hosting the Micronesia Cup, an adult kickball tournament set for February 23rd at the Guam Sports Complex. To register for the event, call 789-1265 or email ewengu@manelu.org. That's EWENGU@manelu.org.
The Youth Forum is to engage high schoolers from Micronesian backgrounds from the FSM to come and participate in facilitated discussions to talk about their impact and what the community's impact on them is and what resources are available to them to help them as them and their families transition to living in Guam.
WKO Shinkyokushinkai Karate Guam is set to host a 2-day international training camp and seminar with WKO President Shihan Kenji Midori Friday, February 15th at the Royal Orchid Hotel and Saturday, February 16th at the Outrigger Hotel. The seminar will consist of multiple training sessions that will focus on karate basics and fundamentals, kata, which is forms, fighting drills and strategies. There will also be a black belt preparation course for WKO students taking their black belt examination later this year. The seminar is open to karate practitioners and martial arts enthusiasts regardless of rank or affiliation. In the Tridents Men's Basketball League, Harper Valley Kennel Bulldogs defeated the UOG Tritons 118-91. JP Cruz put up 28 points in the win. Logan Hopkins scored 41 points in the loss, hitting 9 3-pointers. The Mac Tech Nerds defeated the Guam Community College team 80-64. Chaz Barber led the way with 29 points. Ethan Allegre led GCC in the loss with 27.
Start till you get here. It don't feel right unless you're near it. I wanna be where you are. So I kiss your tail of a shooting star. 'Cause you make the moment. Oh, you make the moment.
So tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
At Island Cancer Center, we treat our patients and their families like our family. We have all been touched by cancer, and it is important to feel comfortable and secure under the care of our health professionals. You can count on us for skilled cancer specialists, the most advanced cancer-fighting technology on the island, and a commitment to caring for you or your loved one with compassion, respect, and empathy. Our family, treating your family.
Island Cancer Center, located on Guam Medical Plaza. Visit us at islandcancercenter.com or call 646-3363.
We're more than just $9.99 large two-topping pizza delivered. We're that moment you realize you're raising her right. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Introducing Triple J's Online Shopper, the new, faster, easier way to purchase your next vehicle. Explore hundreds of new and used vehicles in full 360-degree view. Get pre-approved instantly from the comfort of your home or office. Personalize your own finance terms and get top market value on your trade-in in just a few quick, easy steps. Buy with confidence from start to signature, and we'll even go the extra mile to deliver your vehicle to your home or office. Have a question? Our sales team is just a chat away for instant assistance. Click, pick, drive. Complete the entire car buying process with Triple J's Online Shopper and purchase your next vehicle at triplejguam.com today.
Can I just get it right back? Now time to check out who all is celebrating this week. Here's your Cold Stone Creamery birthday list.
All right, it's time to say happy birthday to Bertha Roslin. Happy birthday, Mom. Love your children and grandchildren.
And a very special happy birthday to you, Ryan Guffey. May you have a wonderful birthday.
Also, happy birthday to Joey, Camille, and Pinko, turning 10. Happy birthday from your mom, dad, and all of your brothers and sisters who love you and hope you have an amazing day. If you want to get on the list, just register online, KUAM.com. Be sure to include your photo, name, and birthday. And that's going to do it for us here on Primetime. Good night.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E. Explore your world. Health, home, and lifestyle. Presented by Paradise Fitness Center, changing lives since 1996.
Half day and welcome to the Health, Home, and Lifestyle edition of KUAM News Extra. I'm Carmen Victoria Trelay. So glad you could join us. Well, tonight we get details on the Pride of PD family brunch that's coming up in March, and we also talk about how you can address climate change. And of course, Jason joins us with House to Home. But first, here's Nurse Jen with Health Check.
Health Check with Nurse Jen is presented by Island Cancer Center.
Half a day, I'm Nurse Jen, and you're watching Health Check. One of the healthcare questions remains, is it better to eat or is it better to drink your fruits and vegetables? Without a doubt, eating more fruits and veggies is the foundation stone to any healthy nutritional plan. The National Dietary Guidelines recommends that an adult should eat 2 fruits and 5 veggies every day to meet the body's minimum requirements. However, the question has been posed by many healthy consumers. What is the nutritional benefits to eating fruits and veggies whole versus the other route, to juicing it raw instead? Juicing can be convenient and can be a tasty way to get some of the healthcare benefits of these foods. However, how do they compare nutritionally? The one obvious downfall from juicing rather than from eating whole fruits and veggies is the loss of fiber intake and other nutrients found in the pulp and skin of the fruit and vegetable. In addition, research also found that participants that drank their fruits and veggies versus eating them whole complained of feeling hungrier sooner and more often than the participants who ate them whole. But juicing is certainly better than not eating any fruits or veggies at all. So if you or your child just won't eat it unless it looks like a smoothie, go for it and juice it instead. But ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to juice, let's do it the right way. Dr. Mercola recommends that avid juicers refrain from adding additional fructose sugar. Too much sugar added can raise diabetes sugar levels and decrease your energy. Instead, consider maybe adding some lime or lemon. In addition, Dr. Mercola recommends adding at least 1 green veggie, chlorophyll, to it also. Another important factor is timing. Drink the juice on an empty stomach or at least 30 minutes before a meal. Your body is better able to absorb the nutrients on an empty stomach, using your natural digestive enzymes to break it down without competing with the red rice and fried chicken you probably just ate. And try to drink the juice within 15 minutes of making it. The antioxidants lose its potency the longer it sits out. If not possible, worst case scenario, it definitely needs to be consumed within 24 hours of making it. Bottom line, raw juicing can boost your immune system, increase your energy, and provide structured water intake. All good stuff. However, healthcare providers agree that raw juicing should not be used as a meal replacement. Raw juice has a large amount of carbohydrates and is not adequate to meet one's protein and healthy unsaturated fat intake. Don't change that channel. We'll be right back with more health and wellness topics. I'm Jen Artero, registered nurse, reminding you, don't wreck yourself. Health check yourself.
Health Check with Nurse Jen is presented by Island Cancer Center.
Thanks, Nurse Jen. Well, there's so much more to come on Extra. Keep it here.
Hush, little baby, don't you?
Chaos unfolds as Taco Bell's beloved nacho fries vanish yet again.
Where did you go?
What if they were in another
Dimension. There are fries seasoned in Mexican spices, trapped somewhere out there. And I'm gonna bring them home. Daddy's gonna bring you nacho fries.
Smiling is a natural response to joy, happiness, and excitement. Your smile reveals a lot about who you are. A healthy, beautiful smile can brighten your appearance and be an invitation to conversation and friendship. It is often one of the first things people notice about you. Now, thanks to the advancements in dentistry, you can have the smile you have always wanted, giving you an improved smile that looks and feels great.
My silver fillings that I have, they're getting older in my mouth and I need to replace them. So I've started to do that and I've replaced them with the white fillings and I've had really great success with that. It looks good, they feel natural, and it kind of goes hand in hand with the bleaching. I want a white look all around my mouth.
Matson is in this community. We've been in this community for decades. We're gonna be in this community for decades to come. Things will get busy, things will get quiet, but we're gonna be here. We're your hometown carrier. And that matters to us.
Reliability is the core of our business. We take pride in ensuring that we arrive in Guam on time as scheduled.
It's our local employees who understand the market, who understand the business, and provide that hard work for you each and every day.
When we hold ourselves to high standards, our customers also hold us to high standards. We establish good business relationships that turn into friendships. That's why it's so important to be here and be trusted by your customers. We want you to trust Matson like your friend, like your family.
Hafaday and welcome back. Well, the second annual Pride of PD Family Brunch is coming up. Joining me in studio is the Village Mayor, Jesse Alec. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me, really.
And tell me a little bit about the Pride of PD Family Brunch. It is only the second time you've done it.
That's correct. It's our second annual, and it's an event that involves the family. So we're here early because it's not until March 31st, but we'd like to invite all our families to come and celebrate a nice brunch with us at the Hyatt Regency. And again, it's really for all our PD families to come out and just enjoy one another. The best part about it really is that we feature everything PD. So from the people, from the crafts that we have, from the entertainment, everything is all about PD.
That was my next question.
Okay.
I know PD is a slightly smaller village than maybe the other villages here on island. So tell us maybe a little bit about why you're really looking forward to celebrate PD and what will we be celebrating?
Well, you know, you're right that we are a small village, but we have lots of talent and we have lots of things to share. So really the brunch has two components. First, we feature, again, all our entertainment from PD. Everyone that sings in PD, or you dance in PD, or you have some kind of performance that you can share with us, we feature that. And then we have a silent auction. And the silent auction is we auction items that are intrinsically PD. So we have photographers that want to auction their photos. We have historians like Arlene Steffi, who's providing some auction items for us, and homemade jewelry or handmade jewelry. We have a nice lady that does really cool stuff, and all those kinds of things. We also have, oh gosh, there's just a multitude of things, from like woven items to just pottery making, like statues. So there's a lot of talent in PD. So
I believe it.
Come out and check it out. So that's one component. The other component is really the honoring the residents that have gone up, just above and beyond their, their regular citizenry duty. And so we want to posthumously honor Mayor Bengo Matao for his service to our community, to our island, and really to our nation. And then we're also honoring Roy Ignacio, who is a Neighborhood Watch Program block commander, who does just great things for the Nimitz Hill Estates area, and the residents will attest to that. And Carlos Presnell, who's organized our PD Pirates baseball team since I've been in office.
All important leaders.
Yeah, and keeps us busy, that's for sure. And so we're really proud to honor them, and we're proud to feature everything that's from PD, and so we really want to invite all our families and everyone else on the island who's wanting to join us. It will be at the Hyatt Regency on Sunday, March 31st, and of course there's a $25 charge.
Nice. Now, if people wanted to get more information, or maybe they wanted to be featured or involved, how could they get in contact with you?
Just give us a call at the office, send me an email, real easy.
Nice. Anything else you'd like to share? I mean, with the larger community, you said this is open to everyone.
Sure, it's open to everyone, and we're having it at the Hyatt so that we can accommodate as many people that want to come out. We want to share what we have in PD with everyone, so sure, it is open to the public and anyone on the island who wants to come and support us or check us out, because like I said, we're a little village, but we have a lot to offer.
Definitely, and I'm looking forward to it. Maybe if there's one thing you can share with us, what is something significant that we can remember about PD?
Oh my gosh, well, there's so many different things. First of all, we are the port city, so you need us in order to live, because you need everything to come in from the port. So that's one. If there's one thing that you need to remember, be nice to us, because we bring in all your things, right?
I love it. It's true. You can't mess with PD.
That's right.
So again, if we want to find out more info, we just call the mayor's office.
472-1232 or 33.
Perfect. So you don't want to miss this. The Pride of PD Family Brunch is coming up in March. We'll be back right after the break.
You can make each connection count with IT&E Prepaid. Talk, text, and share with the best price daily plans and rates. Stay in touch with loved ones, whether they're in Tumon, Garapan, San Jose, or even San Paulo, on the widest network in the Marianas. And reach out to friends and followers all over the world with the fastest, most reliable 4G LTE data. IT&E, explore your world.
To feel powerful, to feel brave, to feel like you can do something to make a difference, spark a life, touch a heart. It's the power of being inspired. And I inspire to be here because
family.
We support our island, people.
I love my job. You. Tradition. People. Familia.
My kids.
Familia.
My family.
Family.
The future.
We're family.
Family.
We make dreams come true.
My coworkers.
I can help others.
Family.
Family. We love our community.
Familiar spirit.
Familial environment.
My familia.
My wife and kids.